Hey guys, so I'm here today. I am here to tell you some do's and don'ts of Tinder. Yes, I am still having the series of when I talk about Tinder. I have a Tinder experience video and I think another Tinder video, but I'm not very for sure. I don't think so. This might be my second Tinder video. But I will have that linked down below. I also have a few other videos of like relationships and about guys, stuff like that, so I'll link those down below too. And I'm excited to share these do's and don'ts with you, so please subscribe down below and let's get started. Okay guys, I'm in a mood right now. I am very chatty. I'm kind of happy, kind of sad. I don't know, I'm just in a weird phase right now and I just feel very chatty. So I have some do's and don'ts for you. I feel a little spunky too, so let's get started. Like I said earlier, my do's list is a little shorter than the don'ts, so just make sure you just take this as a grain of salt. If you do this, it's fine, it's your life. But here's some of my do's and don'ts that I've learned from Tinder. Number one of a do is talk to people, because it is fun. It is a place online that you can meet people, and just make sure they're not crazy or weird or will hurt you, because that is not good. But yes, do talk to people. Don't be too scared and just shut everyone off, because then that's really no reason for you to have a Tinder. So I would say do talk to people. Next is be patient. A lot of people on there are crazy and you will probably pick up on that within the next few weeks or week of talking to them, and you kind of get a vibe of, oh, they're kind of crazy, they're kind of want to get married already. So yes, make sure you just be patient a little bit, because you will pick up on that very easily. There's a lot of crazy people on there on both spectrums, people who want to get married and people who just are on there to have a good time. So I would say just be very patient. Relationships are kind of a patient thing. You can't just full on go out and be like, yes, let's get married in a day. So just be patient overall, but mainly be patient on Tinder, because there's a lot of people out there that don't always have your best interest, and you will be able to pick up on that pretty quickly within a week and 2 weeks of even talking to them, just over texting and stuff. The next one is have a bio, because it's going to be easier to sift through the good or bad people if they have a bio. So then you can also get to know them, and if they like something you really don't like, then you can just swipe left and move on with your life. Next up is make sure they take you out to eat at least sometime to show he's a good guy. I know there's a stigma of guys should always pay, stuff like that. I think they should pay to some extent, but I don't think you should be paying for yourself like the first time you guys go on a date, or even like the second or third, until you guys talk about it more, and then you can just like split it back and forth, or just split the check later. I'm personally more like, okay, I'll buy it this time, you buy it next time. We don't have to go through the hassle of splitting a check. So yeah, just make sure they at least put in a little effort in the beginning, so you know they're there for the right reasons. Now we're on to don'ts. These are self-explanatory, I feel like, but some people don't understand that, mainly guys, because I'm a girl off Tinder and I just am seeing this through my perspective. So don't talk to too many guys, because then you'll get very overwhelmed, and half the time the guys aren't the best, so it is easy to just like kind of push them off, kind of like you're on The Bachelorette. I would say just talk to like 2 or 3, I guess, and then kind of sift through there. And if you don't like anyone there, then just go through the next batch of guys and it will be fine. So yes, don't talk to too many people or it will get too overwhelming. Next thing is don't not have a bio. You need a bio, because then people actually get to know you, and I think it's very helpful, because then, like I said, if you see something you really do not like some guys put like they love to say, here for a good time, not a long time. And I'm like, okay, we're all here for a good time, but it's just like, come on, okay, I don't know what you mean by that. So I'm like, left. You have to have a bio for, yeah, I guess you don't have to. You don't have to do anything of these that I say, but overall, yes, you should have a bio, because that will help. And yeah, so don't not have a bio. Next is don't be too forward, because that will scare people off. There's many guys who have talked to me and they come off way too strong, and I'm like, okay, I just need like a little time, please calm down. And then usually like more than 99.9% of the time, I'm like, okay, I'm just not interested, or just like ghost them. But I mean, it's not really ghosting them, because I never even met them at all. Don't ever, okay, this is like my biggest one ever. Do not ever put your Snapchat on there, because you will get a lot of crazy guys who you usually don't swipe right to, and will swipe right to you on your Snapchat, and you'll get literally like millions of messages on your Snapchat of random people you don't even know what they look like, but then they send a picture of themselves and you're like, no, that's who you are. Not to be mean at any way, but just sometimes it's like that. And so don't put your Snapchat on there or you will get a lot of crazies. Or guys that you're really not interested in, and they will Snapchat you until you have to block them. Next up is don't think everyone is looking for their true love. A lot of people are on there just for casualness or to make friends. So just make sure you're straight up about that, because then you will end up getting hurt in the long run. It's just good to be aware that not every single person on Tinder is looking for a relationship. So definitely be aware of that. Next up, don't super like. I feel like people don't really take super like as a compliment. They're just like, oh, okay, because usually the super likes that I get are like really weird people, not to be mean or anything, but it's usually like that. So I'm like, okay, and I never super like anyone because it's just, I feel like people our age right now don't take it that seriously. So just like normally and not like, personally for me as a girl, I don't find super like as like, oh my gosh, yay. So yeah, I think it's just kind of a waste. So just go along with your business, I guess, with the normal likes and everything. Lastly, I have don't pay for it. I guess if you're older and you think you might find love on Tinder, I would say don't pay for it, because one, we're all college students, we don't have money to pay for dating apps, but secondly, I just think overall paying for an app like that is not worth it, because you still find good people in your vicinity. You just don't get to find people across the world. But I mean, that's what like Facebook and those random other websites are for. So I would say don't pay for it unless you really, really want to. But I don't know, just for me, don't pay for it. And I think that's kind of a given for a lot of people. But yes, I hope you guys like watching this. I know this is kind of a weird video. It's kind of just a fun video I wanted to do of some do's and don'ts if you really don't know, or if you want to try to stay clear of some of the weirdos on there. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Bye, guys.